Hey guys, welcome back to Startup Central. So if you have been farming the Sanctum Airdrop, I got news for you. They are going to be dropping their tokens soon, and I already have all the information you need to know if you have been allocated and why you got allocated what you got. So if this is something that is of interest to you, like this video and let's get started. Okay, so the Sanctum Airdrop is one of the most expected airdrops in the Solana ecosystem. It was quite easy to farm, and now the team has actually yesterday published a video explaining how they define the allocations, and they try to avoid all the mistakes that have been done by previous airdrops like ZK Syncs and all the likes. So I hope this will be interesting to you. The token will be dropped in a few days, and I'm going to tell you exactly when. And to that extent, let's go to the browser and check what they posted on X. And I will try to sum it up because some of that is kind of hard to read, especially if you watch the video. It's kind of hard to understand. I mean, they're well-meaning, but both their accent is kind of difficult to understand, and they went around a number of times. So I'm going to try to digest everything for you guys. So this is their post, and this is part one. And they explain that there is a lot of things going bad in crypto, and they explain scams, Ponzi's, and meme coin rocks, and all those things going wrong, and they wanted to make it right. So that's kind of the departing point on why they decided to allocate the way they did. So they say there's four quadrants on the type of crypto users. Of course, the top right is what they try to allocate the most to, which could be you and I. The worst is for them is that they only deposited a small amount in those soul staking tokens, and they basically did nothing much more. Then on the other kind of good people quadrant for them is people who are new to crypto and are trying to learn. And I'm going to explain why you could be in one of those quadrants and how they figure this out, whether you are in one of these four. The other bad guys, kind of bad guys for them, are, and they specifically mention Alameda Research, are people who are pump and dump influencers. So people who buy a lot of tokens, and especially they are naming Twitter influencers who make people buy a lot and then dump on them. So they call them mercenary. So for them, the greatest allocation went to these people up on the right. So who is this kind of people? Well, they call them the Earnest investors or participants. So for them, earnestness is long-term alignment and optimism, anti-greed, and all that stuff. I think this is too ideal. A lot of us are looking for a profit if you are in crypto, unless you are a developer working on your own protocol, then you're probably here to make a profit. So I don't think that's too bad. But if you see that from the lens of projects, they want people to be in their project for the longer term, not just get their tokens and dump on them, and of course on holders. So they decided to balance things. So if you participated with all the nice things and the buying those tokens and holding them and getting those pets, then you will be allocated, but not as much as if you actually connected your Twitter account to Sanctum and you had written a number of what they say productive tweets. So here it is, the section where they explain this is why we launch Sanctum profiles. We have assigned every profile that connected a social account and earnestness level. So apparently they went through your tweets and read what you wrote, and based on that, they decided whether you were this kind of investor or you were one of the other three quadrants. And according to that, you would be allocated an extra amount of their token. So here is where they explain 5% of the airdrop, so half of that total airdrop which is 10% of the existing tokens, went to people who staked the tokens using their protocol and getting all those fits. The other 5, that's an extra 5%, went to people who connected their Twitter profiles and based on what they wrote on Twitter. So if you're wondering about that, then they say it's determined by real social contribution. They prefer quality over quantity. So if you just write GM, good morning, and all that stuff, let's go LFG, that would not qualify for them. They reward learning, teaching, and helping others, not airdrop farming. And of course, of this 5%, there would be a small bonus to Wonderland XP. So you might get a little bit of this if you did not connect your Twitter account. Now, I think this is fair, guys. Again, projects want to airdrop to people who will be in their community for the longer term. So I'm not exactly sure of what their unique selling proposition, what their business model is, but it was fun farming this, and I think that this way of allocating is much better than what we saw with other projects. Again, I'm naming ZK Sync because that's one of the most recent ones that didn't make most people happy. But you have other examples of bad drops, such as StarkNet. So I think they're doing a good alternative to assigning how many tokens you will get. Now, this gets us into a pickle because I don't think that they went through everyone's tweets. So probably there were tweets related to Sanctum. I don't know. They're not exactly clear on this. Let's keep reading and try to figure out this together, guys. They say they focus on rewarding what they want to see more of. So real understanding, explanation, and evangelism of their mission. It is fair, guys. They're giving you money in exchange for something, right? Not just participating in some airdrop. So if you're helping the project become more used, then of course you would be rewarded better. Then translation and participating in podcasts in other languages, etc., etc. So I think this is cool. A lot of metrics are easily gamed. You and I know about that, Cybles and all that stuff. So they say they don't like Zilly, Quest, no Discord level grinding, no counting of Twitter posts and Discord messages and all that stuff that we see with a lot of different airdrops, which doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but they want to make it simple. They focus on whether you help the project, in this case, Sanctum, to become better. And if you did that, then of course you will be assigned that extra amount of rewards. Again, I think this is good, guys. The fact that they are allocating a percentage to people who just farm the airdrop and then an extra percentage to people who proved useful to the project is one of the best ways I've seen of protocols dropping tokens on their users. So far, so good, guys. I'm sure you have the question, how many did you get? So we'll get to that. Another thing I want to point out about this is that they say they spent the past month searching through Twitter, Discord, Telegram, YouTube, etc. to identify contributions from 2023 all the way up to the cutoff date. Now, if you participated and promoted Sanctum in one of these channels or these social media outlets, but if you did not connect your Twitter account to your Sanctum profile, then you're probably not getting this percentage. So my question would be, did they really go through all the posts and all the videos and all that stuff? I mean, if you're not using IA, I don't know how you would be able to accomplish this, but they get an A for the trying, right? Moving forward, they're saying even if you did not create a profile or connect your socials, they understand. A lot of people would expect to have some privacy, so they do not want to connect their socials to their token or their crypto account, and therefore you will still be eligible to get the cloud airdrops, which is their token. There are good reasons to do that, privacy, security, etc., and you will not be punished for that, but then you would not be getting the extra boost. So that's basically the general information. So you're probably wondering, when is the token drop or the TGE, or basically when are we getting the token airdrops? They have not published a precise date. However, yesterday I was reading all through the internet trying to find this information, and apparently it's going to be between this week and next week. I tried to watch their AMA again, and I'm just going to play a small section of it because they explain how they decide to allocate in their own words. However, if you are looking to get this airdrop, I would invite you to watch the full thing. It's an hour long. I'm trying to condense as much as I can in this video, but let's listen to what they're saying about how and why they decided to allocate the way they did.
You are making the world, like, you are incentivizing behavior that you want to see, and you're making the world a better place when people do that. So, like, now that I'm saying, like, hey, I want influence, I want people to talk about the vision, the mission, right? Not just about airdrop, and people start talking about the actual product, and and not about airdrop. Like,
okay, this is enough, and I'm sure you and I have been committing this crime. It's usual for everyone to talk about an airdrop because that's the first reason why we're involved with a certain project. But they're right, guys. There's two ways to participate with the project that is new. One is by using the testnet or the actual product, and the other is promoting it and helping them reach more people. So again, in my conclusion, this is a good way. Now, how much would that translate in terms of receiving funds or money or tokens? Well, we are yet to see that, and we will be probably going to see that in the coming days. Now, since they're not publishing a lot of information, be sure to follow my Twitter account. The link is in the description of this video, because I'm going to be traveling abroad, and I'm going to be tweeting more than I'm publishing videos on this subject matter. And if you want to know the moment that I learn about their drop happening, you can follow me and I will let you know over there. Okay, guys, I hope this video was useful. If it was, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Startup Central, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.